after 70 years, how will you say the experience made you when the airline finally closed down? I think it was due to some economic situations and all that. But how did you feel? Because it was like they took something out of you when you left Okada and before Albarka eventually came on board. How did you feel with the death of Okada Air?
Yeah,
and what happened to you after those few years that you left? What were you doing when you left?
No, as a matter of fact, there was never a break in transmission in my job.
No breaking.
Let me give you why.
Okay, sir.
You know, you read in my CV that I was contract instructor to some airlines.
Yes, sir.
Because while I was training captains of those airlines, I was certified NCA examiners of those things. All other airlines were using me. Even when Okada was still quarter to go, they were still using me to go train their pilots, you know, here and there to go bring aeroplane. So I was still working. Well, I knew that I was the last man standing in Okada Air. When the Okada finally finished, immediately before it finished, I did a short stint with Albarka, like I would call it ad hoc. I did an ad hoc flight for Albarka. So when Okada finished, Albarka called me and said, please come, we need you. So I didn't even wait up to 1 month. Immediately I switched over to Albarka. And I was in Albarka for another 4 years.
No, almost 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. I was there, I had a good time because we had a fantastic owner, chairman, General
Marwa.
Marwa is so nice that if he sets up an airline today and says, Chris, even if it's 2 aircraft, I'm going to join in the game. Because the man knows how to handle people, knows how to handle what we call an organization and structures. Just let all the professionals do the thing. And so I worked there, I was their DFO for a while. I did some training and I left, as you say, to be MD Capital.
Yeah, before we go to Capital Airline, the Albarka was also very big here because I remember in those days we used to fly Albarka to Abuja, we used to fly Albarka to Yola, to Maiduguri. It was fantastic, and you guys had fantastic, lovely aircrafts. It was the best at that time. So what happened to the business? And I remember that you guys also sold shares at the time. A lot of people invested in shares, and suddenly the thing just went off air. What happened? How will you narrate that experience?
I would just say that it was a little bit of government policy that at that time that was not favoring him. We had monies being owed to the airline by government at that time because the airline operated Hajj. Our monies were not, they were expecting this money so that they could go do some maintenance on the aircraft, but monies were not released to him. So I could see that it was a bit of where they couldn't get money to do the maintenance, and then all of a sudden there was a crash in Kano that they banned the Bakwa, if you can remember. ES crashed in Kano.
Yes, that killed the sport minister.
Yeah, they now banned the aircraft. So that one now affected it. He was now flying 727s to do the C checks and all that. So that's all. It's all about the policies. Policies were not.
When you say politics and policies.
Yeah, politics and policies. That's what happened.
Because it was a president aspirant at the time too, and some of us were even very familiar and passionate about his ambition.
Well, that's just by
how will you describe the two experiences, Okada era, Albarka era, and how will you define the two gentlemen, Sir Igbinedion and General Buba Marwa? What is different between the two?
No, how will I say? Chief Igbinedion was a man who had a vision to start his airline.
I think private airline in Nigeria.
Yeah, private airline. He was the biggest private airline at that time, and he gave us a platform to grow. So I will not compare him with Marwa. Marwa's passion was that General Marwa allowed professionals run the place. He was just chairman. He just told us, you run, tell me, approve, and that was what happened. So they're two different people, and General Marwa's airline Albarka wasn't as big as Okada. Okada was quite big. Okada was doing what Arik was doing when Arik started, or what Epis is doing now. What Epis is doing now all over the place with the aeroplane, that's what Okada was doing. So Okada was big, so I will not compare Okada and Marwa. Marwa just had about four or five aircraft at that time, while Okada had almost 20. So I can't compare both of them. Both of them had their own unique style of running the airline. Chief Igbinedion had his own style, General Marwa had his own style. I enjoyed both. I learned from Chief Igbinedion. I gained from Igbinedion.
What did you learn from him?
I gained. No, I gained.
Okay.
Because I started from scratch.
Okay, sir.
As a co-pilot, I became captain in 1988. They made me captain. And in 1990, I became training captain. I was there till year 2000. I went on to Albarka. So I gained all those experience. And I used it in Albarka. If I didn't get all this experience, if Chief Igbinedion didn't give me the platform, I would have gained the experience. So I use all the experience I got from Chief Igbinedion into Albarka. And then from Albarka, I use what experience I get into running Capital Airlines. And when I left Capital Airlines, I joined ARIC. Now I've been in ARIC as a line captain for 10-11 years. I've enjoyed my stay.
Before we go back to ARIC, let's quickly go back to when you ran an aviation company, that is Capital Airline. I remember in those days, suddenly you became an administrator, and a lot of people said you ran it better, and a lot of people started saying, okay, maybe you could have been a better private management expert. I mean, because Capital was doing much of maybe private aviation intervention and all that. But what was the experience like, and why did you take the appointment when there were other commercial flight organization looking out for you, searching out for you?
Yeah, the chairman, the Brazilian chairman who owned Capital Airlines at that time, came in through his Nigerian partner, who said they were looking for someone who is who can run this place, and they chose me. Okay, and they invited me, and we spoke, and they told me their aspiration, what they want and what I can do. So it was a little bit tasky, because initially the airplanes were not airworthy. We had to make them airworthy, make them go through checks. Before we got our AOC, it took a while, and then we got airborne by His grace. We had 3 or 4 Embraer 120s. We were doing sports flights from Lagos to Benin, Benin to Abuja, Lagos to Enugu, with those 30-seaters Embraers, and we had one HS125 we're using for our charter flights. Yeah, our charter flights. So we had all these governors chartering the plane. So we had a good stint. Initially I was just in the office. Okay, sir. But the last 1 year I went to France to go and do the typewriting. Okay. If you can see, you mentioned something with Le Bourget. Yes, sir. I went to Le Bourget to go and do the typewriting of that aircraft, and then I flew it, and then I went back to go and do an examiner's course. Okay, sir. I was the only examiner on that aircraft at that time to check out people at that time. So I flew it for a short while, you know, before. So you're the MD, yes, the administrator, and you're still flying. Yes. So what happened? Why are you doing that? You're supposed to be commanding from the back seat. No. So it's my passion. It's the passion I have for flying. That's rare. Yeah. When I was in Albarka, I was the director of flight operations. Yes, I know at the time. I had an office, but I was flying. Still flying. Yeah. So any you are coming to see in the office and you are upstairs. Wow. Yeah, I talked to them on the radio. I had a passion to fly, and I could run the office from the air. So it doesn't matter. So it was my passion. So as an MT, I had my uniform hung in my office. If they were listening, I'll just put on it, I'll go to the airport and take the flight. So I had this passion. It's still in me. At the time that Albarka went off, and we're all sitting, okay, you are a Capital Airline, and the story in town was that Captain Najomo has traveled abroad, that some foreign airlines have taken you. But suddenly we just got the news that Aero was searching for you, and we're all looking at it that you are going to go to Aero. Because I was working in aviation at the time, and I was doing airport things. So, but suddenly we just heard that the man had been hijacked by Air. How were you able to play the politics then, and the peer pressure, come to Aero, come to Air? Air was just new, and Aero had a history of very good professional prestige and all that. So why did you choose the Air offer? Yes, I did choose the Air offer because Air now was the only airline at that time, and it's still the only airline that offers the new aircraft, the next generation aircraft. So you see, I wanted the next generation aircraft. You wanted an adventure? Yeah, no, I wanted to fly a new airplane. Okay. Aero offered me a job, and ARIC offered me a job. So, but I decided to take ARIC because ARIC had the next generation airplane, which they have up to now. You see those airplanes, today Arik is 11 years old.
Yes, sir.
Those airplanes are 11 years old because they got them brand new. So those airplanes they're 11 years old. So you know, so I decided to stay with Arik because they had brand new aeroplane, and I wanted to go for a new course. I wanted to see if you have, because I was transiting now. We call this new generation cockpit glass cockpit.
So what are the names we call the old ones?
Old school. We just call them old school. You know, the old dials. They're old, but this one is glass cockpit. They're totally glass. Okay. What I mean when they call it glass cockpit is all the next generation airplane. They're all called glass cockpit because it's new. Okay. Everything is glass in the cockpit. Okay, sir. But if you go to the old aircraft, you just be seeing dials. You know, all those old ones. They're not glass cockpit. Yes, sir. So there's a lot of advantage and differences with the glass cockpit. So I wanted a new challenge, and I got the new challenge, and it's been awesome.
And you ran with it.
It's been awesome.